is from Ghana. He's a 50% Ghanaian. Now, this guy is an ambassador, a free person. He's an institution when it comes to the attention economy, the new gold. So, ignorance once again. TV is dying.
When you're serious, with the greatest of respect, let's put some value on our passport.
If you don't know, radio is dying. The space you are occupying is dying. The new place is where this guy belongs, and he is an institution.
I think that I must add my 2 cents to it. Listen, let's get serious as a country. We like this country, we know be serious. Somebody comes to Ghana,
and he has come to our country, and he says this is his country. And to bait him, he's advertising for us for free. And to bait him, we choose to give him a passport.
An American passport. Even Nigeria. Has Nigeria given him a passport? Too much.
Anytime this guy raises the passport to his subscribers, his following, he is indirectly telling his people that the place to go is Ghana.
Now, it's getting shocking and so painful to the point. We've seen a popular GH1 journalist, Waka Sudi Tiaban. Unfortunately, Ghanaians are calling for a head. Ono, nyumpomo ibebezi nda bomazana share video for mobile WhatsApp. Nevia, chawadu comment section and straight to the news. Saboya, over the past few months, getting to a year, Nino, there's been a lot of posts cited there. John Domani Naban Lukwe. Just recently, we've had a visitation of an American streamer on Zinagro YouTuber. Now, he broadcasts his life. Mope. Somewhere, somehow, it has gotten the crowd of the world, mostly youth, to be watching him. In Africa. Now, one of the last visits in Ghana, Ghana didn't trend even more than all the countries put together. Why? Because of how Ghanaians welcomed him. A lot of people cited that there was a bit of touch when it comes to planning. Into Oma, Ghana was more different from all of them. Ongoyefel. But how come there one GH1 journalist by the name of Lady Mohammed? Etumuno cancer maybe no one as a journalist. How come people are calling for her head? Are people using her pass against her now? And Komano, it's actually in different perspectives. Because of the evidences which is available. Say lady Samana, it was so deeply rooted to the core. It was from a point and where she wasn't happy about something. Well, when you're about BBR, you can decide to talk. You're a Ghanaian. However, if you listen very carefully to Ninsamana Norakana, you can clearly cite that she's actually doing what she's doing because she disagrees. Now, to make a disagreement is part of democracy. But then there is something about the people's will, what the people also see or what the people also like. IShowSpeed, a 21-year-old boy. Ena, obey your quay, the way we see at Ghana, a lot of people. I recently even watched chance upon the video. It was from a popular Kenyan content creator, very popular guy in Kenya. Now also there, no. IShowSpeed no oba South Africa no. Ohune de onyama birukodo. Obodu Kenya no. Ono no hune de afempuna na wa starts na African tour. Okodu Nigeria no na baby aye basa because the content creators were spoiling the whole thing. But over Ghana, actually the experience of Ghana for what man na. That is what IShowSpeed was actually looking for. Internet the Ghanaian stream, streaming Ghana for close to 5 hours. Selling Ghana. Because of that, some companies be one slaughter what the for panel. It is full. And it has been booked from January up to March. Close to 2.5 months. You can imagine the impact of one person. And it's a panel say, on impact I don't think it will even get anywhere. But that is when Lady Mohammed from GH1 decided to criticize. Because Abanu, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through OKUDZATO Blackwa, I told my site, the way a guy needs to see at Ghana. Now, why you should when that guy is actually 50% Ghanaian, no? And been identified to have gone to the community and they have accepted and given him a name, Burma Kofi Akufu, and dressed him in full regalia. It shows just one thing. It shows there He has actually accepted that he is a Ghanaian. So the way he has even sold Ghana, all the companies he has gone are sold out fully, Why not give him the opportunity so that he can represent Ghana even more? Imagine if he decides to hold a Ghanaian passport that this is where I relax my body. You all know where I relax my body in Africa. It's my country. It's Ghana. I want to get a crib in Ghana. What does it mean for Ghana? It means there. Here Cape Coast Castle now, boy, no bakwan. So streamer, it goes out there. And how many subscribers now? 50 million. Almost twice of Ghanaian population. 121-year-old boy. You can downplay it, but then you cannot say that it is not true. That the guy has an impact. Countries are using millions of dollars, even billions, to advertise themselves on CNN, to advertise themselves on the international platforms, because that is what the platforms see. Those platforms in the US and Canada, that's what they see. So if you want those people to come to Ghana, you need to advertise on these platforms. No, but the guy came to do for Ghana for free. Not even a single cent was used. So I'm a Ghanaian passport, not there in the stream. The Ghanaian embassy, etumam and the passport. What are you talking about there, Oyadaban? Now, this lady can, she has received the backlash only be when we are simoda. And it came from Obia, normal actor. A very, very well-known actor, Lamis. What act KJT versus Makola. I hope on why we never knew this man can speak sense to a lady at this point. But now we understand why some people are quiet. Because when they open their mouth, the sense you will not like it. And some of you man in bend to the journalist, I bet you this lady will not be able to speak for a long time. You say, as some of the man lady, now, if you don't get shocked, let's listen to the points, the reasons why he decided to talk very loudly for the first time. Maybe you ever check in your comment section. But was share video for more or WhatsApp.
All right, guys. So I saw a video of a lady, a GH1 lady, ranting about IShowSpeed's visit to Ghana and why it was unnecessary for Ghana to have given him a passport or a citizenship. As NBC can family home, but I think because she generalized and said Ghanaians are not serious for that move, I think it makes someone like me, want to respond, and then maybe some education would help her. So, for starters, you see, if you put IShowSpeed's following together, his subscribers alone on YouTube, alone together, it is bigger than the population of Ghana. He has over 50 million subscribers, and Ghana's population is less than 35 million. When you put all the media houses in Ghana together, if they are all doing their peak programs at the same time, and they are reaching out to the people of Ghana, even at our peak, we are nowhere close. Today I checked the video, and it is over 4 million views. If you don't know what the gentleman has done for Ghana, Ghanaians would have paid. You see, just a few years ago, we're paying millions of dollars to advertise on CNN. This young man has come to our country to freely advertise Ghana's tourist sites. And beyond, he didn't come to advertise tourist sites. He came to sell an experience of what Ghana is and what Ghana has to offer to the world. For us, for free, to the rest of the world. In the past, decades ago, people have perceived Africa as a poor country, a poor continent, and things coming here are unworthy and etc. And here is scary, no technology, people cannot invest here, cannot work here. But he has come to stream live in Ghana for hours. Within 48 hours has done things that decades of campaigns has not been able to do. He is harvesting the next generation of millionaires, billionaires, investors, the Gen Zs, for us for free. So if you ask the question, what has he added to the GDP or the GDP of the country? This is what he has done for us. He has harvested the next generation of investors, the next generation of tourists, the next generation of politicians to fall in love with Ghana. Let's talk about the Independence Square. He went to do a flip on the Independence Star, in front of the Independence Star at the Independence Square. Do you know what conversation he has started about Pan-Africanism, about the spirit and what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah stood for, just by doing that thing? Do you know visiting? You see, if you are a media person, a journalist, and you want to do a rant like this, it is always prudent and wise that you do thorough, deep research about the impact. If you're going to question impact, do a thorough research about the impact. If you're going to insult a strategic minister who thinks that this is a good opportunity, you see, what is what the West does. If they see that there's a talented person in our country, and this person's skill we need to harvest, they automatically help you get naturalized or become a citizen of the country. So we have a lot of Africans playing for Europe. That's naturalizing. We have gotten somebody who tells us that 50% of himself is from Ghana. He's a 50% Ghanaian. Now this guy is an ambassador, a free person. He's an institution when it comes to the attention economy, the new gold. So ignorance, once again. TV is dying, if you don't know.
Now, Louis Lamis also there. Say at the TV, radio, the traditional media net buboma, especially you find the whole Ghana. Let's add all of the TV stations and radio stations together. What that boy did, looking at the subscribers and at the followership or these stations combined together will take a longer period of time for them to do the impact they have done. And the thing is, video na yen ebutuma yebi, video no yen ebutuma yebi, but the attention it will bring out there on the international platforms on the because the number of subscribers that he has no cut around the world. The guy used literally a month to move around about 20 countries in Africa. Talk about the swiftness. He can spend 2 days in a country, 1 day in a country, and move to the next one. The guy has an itinerary. He has a team. And if so, you followership, why would you do what he does? Let's talk about Wudimaya. The normal Wudimaya. Louis Mami cannot generate Lily Mohammed from GH1. Now, so there's a nyapanda difference. Oye bulare. Na yamo of GH1. And Kobaka Sampokrama Watra. Now, this part of this video don't know Kasaya. It's bold much more about leading as a personality as a journalist and how our own senior Nejuma my own tomono on bring the impact that they're supposed to bring. This time around, no, he went raw.
Radio is dying. The space you are occupying is dying. The new place is where this guy belongs, and he is an institution. The whole I don't want to do this because GH1, I have friends there. Bolare is a friend. Nanaya is a friend. Santok is a friend. Santok I know has, but the truth must be told. If you are asking for knowledge and understanding, then we have to answer these questions. He is an institution when it comes to the attention economy, which is the gold, the new gold of the future. This guy is the king there. And he has come to our country and he says, this is his country. And to bait him, he's advertising for us for free. And to bait him, we choose to give him a passport. Anytime this guy raises the passport to his subscribers, his following, he is indirectly telling his people that the place to go is Ghana. The place to have fun is Ghana. The place to have an experience is Ghana. And you think this is useless in your mind. You think this is a useless cause. And you talk about Wodimaya. How is Wodimaya selling America for America to give him a passport? So, even in your analysis, incoherent. Like, I said, emotion. You are speaking with emotions without fully appreciating the wisdom in what is happening. I expect more from a journalist of your stature on a platform such as GH1, that you do some research. Ask, ever since the guy did his streaming, how many people have searched for Ghana? What has been the movement of traffic on the internet? There are receipts for these things. So you can search. You can let your producer search for you. Nipa Sena search ever since the guy did his streaming. How impactful has it been? What are the impacts we would reap going forward? Look, this is an opportunity for businessmen to capitalize on what he has done. Now people are craving the experiences he sold. So people want to come for massage. So Ghana can just easily capitalize on this and open different joints. Every waterfall in every region that we have can have a massage parlor. Somebody can just go and invest in Hamamat's shea butter museum and then replicate it across the region. These are amazing business opportunities that this guy has done for us for free. Even the revenues he generated from the streams, he says he's going to redonate to causes within these countries he's visited. And your problem is that he's received a passport. Like what kind of thinking? Like how low can we think? And we are rather thinking we are very intelligent and smart, and we are critiquing a strategic minister who has seen this opportunity and chooses to use it to corner the guy so that the guy will go further and market Ghana in spite of all the African countries he's visited. This is the country that has given him a passport. So when he goes, it is Ghana. Already he's declared he's a Ghanaian. Partially, the people around him, most of them are Ghanaians. Then he has a Ghanaian passport. Before he came to Ghana, he was moving to places saying he's a Ghanaian. Anybody he meets, he says, "Oh, I'm a Ghanaian," and he says, "Oh, my father, my uncle is a king." He's been telling those jokes already. Now, this is an opportunity for us to cement this, to use an ambassador like IShowSpeed to market ourselves to the diasporans. You see, the year of return marketed us to some specific diasporans who could invest. But this guy has gone further, and he did it in record time of streaming. A short time made this magnificent impact. And we are not applauding the organizers and the strategic thinkers of this. We are criticizing, and we are not criticizing with intellectual arguments and facts. We are being emotional. Somebody talked about, I heard somebody also on social media talk about the cars. People thought that we were poor and we are beggars. Now this guy comes along and then they display in record time, show the rest of the world some cars that are here. Whether you like it or not, it gives a different mindset about who we are as a people. That people in Ghana drive these cars. There are people in Ghana, they know themselves that years and decades of work will not give them. Some of the people watching live stream will know that they can never have or touch these cars. But there are people in this Ghana who have them. There are people, Ghana could stream live. We have 5G. That means they can do business here, live here, and work in the rest serve their to the rest of the world. And we are not applauding Honorable Samuel OKUDZATO Ablakwa. We are insulting his intelligence because we have platform. This is a shame. This surprising shame to anyone who has this myopic thinking. This is a shame and unfortunate. I remind you that let's put Ghana first. Not our interests, not our agendas.